Hey guys, it's Brennan the Paleo Dude, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be finally unboxing the Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex. I've been waiting to unbox this one for quite a while, and I finally got the time, so I'm really excited to dig into this one. We've already unboxed and reviewed the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con one, so that video will be included at the end if you guys are interested. But this one I'm pretty excited for because it's a slightly different color. Get Grant out of the way. And the box is really neat. It's not as cool as the Comic-Con exclusive one, but this render on the side with the kind of orangey red lighting is really neat. And on the back it has another render. This one it's pretty digitalized. It's not like an actual photo of the toy, but it's still pretty neat and shows off a lot of the details. It's got a little movie scene on the back, and then of course the Jurassic Park logo, and T-Rex in different languages. And on this side we just got the Hammond Collection logo as well. And real quick before we start the unboxing, I recently named a new species of mosasaur, Tyrannosaurus boobker, and I'm selling t-shirts to help fund my future research on mosasaurs, so if you guys are interested, go check the links below in the description and get yourself a Tyrannosaurus boobker shirt. So back to it, we're going to cut this open. I think it's actually glued, so I'll go from this side. There's two little tape tabs here. Now hopefully when I cut them there's no glue on this, because then we'd have to rip it, but it's kind of hit or miss with a lot of these boxes. Let's see. Oh, it's loose. No glue. Let's go. Oh, destroyed the backdrop. There we go. Okay, so we got it out of the box. Yes. Oh my goodness. That background's pretty neat. It's got the like amber, orange, and red glow, or just orange and yellow. I don't really see any red. And park gates kind of right there, and then all the tropical plants and stuff. Really nice. This is gonna make it easy because everything's kind of exposed for us just to snip. Snip, 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 snip. Clip the tail out. Tail's got that rubbery bend to it. It's got all these stripes down it as well. Okay. And we got the neck off, and the feet have this like weird rope twine thing, so we gotta take that off. Pretty annoying. I wonder if I could just get one off. It should come loose. There we go. And now I'll put the packaging. Get rid of the plastic. And there we have it. The legs are fully extended, so it's pretty tall right now. The tail goes into this socket, so let's pop that in. Let's see if I have enough strength. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Tail has two joints, and then this is plastic, like hard plastic. And then right at the seam here, it's rubbery plastic, kind of like the original Kenner stuff. And then it has like a bendy little piece of metal in there. So that's cool. This rotates, so you can pivot it on that ball joint wherever you want. And the paint goes underneath, which is pretty neat. We got like this weird green on the side of the stomach here and kind of up there. That's pretty odd. Kind of looks like algae or lichen. I think we have a little bit of that on the leg here too, and the tail. I wonder if they added it for like extra detail. The arms are painted with like this dark splotch on the shoulder, and then right where the elbow bends too. And the arms have a quite decent range of posability. The wrist is posable, which is pretty awesome. Now I think Hammond Collection, the newer lines don't have any posable wrists, but so you can curve it inwards like a accurate T-Rex. I don't know, I kind of want them to go down. They're kind of sprawled out. I'm pretty sure I can pose them in. I'm not gonna force it right now, I don't want to break it. The neck also has this section here, which is rubbery like the tail. And you can see there's kind of like a color difference. So this is a lot darker, and then the rubbery part's a lot lighter and then dark again. So that kind of stands out. The body has this big rotating joint in the center there that you can pose to give like a wider range of where it's looking. The jaws have a joint in them, so you can only pose to certain degrees. So there's fully closed, somewhat open, and then fully open, and that's it. There's no like in between. And I think that tongue is also posable. Yeah, the tongue's also very rubbery. It's kind of like a dry rubbery, like it's not sticky or anything like these are. These are kind of like a wetter, glossy rubber, but the tongue's like this. You kind of hear it. I don't know. Yeah, kind of like rubbery versus dry. But I like that. That texture's like, I guess, more accurate than a wetter texture. I don't know, but this, of course, is a thinner kind of rubber, so when you close it, it folds in, which is really nice how they made that. I think the jaws are supposed to sit flush. No, the other one doesn't have that. But you can't really see it at a certain angle, but if you look at it from like a bottom, you can kind of see it poking out there. And that little too. But yeah, usually, like, the angle, you can't really see it. Looks really good, oh my god, on camera, it's like... I can't wait to do photography with this one. It's got a lighter kind of paint along these scales. They kind of, like, brushed it over. It doesn't look that good because you can kind of see, like, the paint kind of strokes or whatever. It's not like it's evenly applied to each scale. It's more kind of, like, rushed, slapped on. I do like this like brown around the front of the mouth, highlighting the kind of like lips there. And then they also put it on this kind of like cheek scale as well. And then there's some darker around the eyes and on this like nasal cavity area. And then of course on these like bumps on the nose ridge there. And the underbelly is fully painted, the neck, all the way down to the end of the tail. That is really nice. Obviously we don't see that on like other Mattel models. Like this one's just no paint on the underbelly. But no, it's great that the Hammond collection is going all out with that paint detail. It's got that darker color down the legs and then down on the feet as well. They did not do it fully on those big scales on the feet, interestingly enough. But of course they painted and even added that kind of shiny gloss to the dew claw, which is nice. And I think these kneecaps are just like a solid dark color. Ooh, so I'm gonna loosen it up a bit, break it in. Not break it, but make the joints looser so we can actually pose it. So I gotta get this foot joint. This one's pretty stuck. So I'll lie Rexy down. There we go. So now the legs are a little bit more natural looking, bent. So let's compare it to the exclusive figure, which sports a darker paint job because it's supposed to be at night in the rain, so it's going to look a bit wetter. And obviously it's got like this kind of darker muddy brown instead of a lighter dirt brown. But the facial paint is all in the same places mostly, like the dots are almost identical on the bottom jaw. You can see like the little dipper handle constellation there. I think the eyes, this one's a lot more orange and this one's a lot more yellow, or at least like a different type of yellow. This is a like a natural yellow. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. The eye also like moves as an optical illusion to where it's looking, which is pretty neat. This one's a lot more glossy, but I think that just varies depending on the figure, because you can't pick and choose with pre-ordering, whereas this one you can, in stores, choose which one has the best eyes. Nice. Yeah, so the eyes are slightly different in color, and obviously the bodies have that different color. The exclusive figure has a more whiter underbelly, and the exclusive figure also has painted feet, like the bottoms of the feet are painted, whereas this one does not have that, which is pretty odd. The backs of the legs are painted on both these figures as well. I'm assuming they went the extra mile with the feet just because it's a more expensive figure to purchase, exclusive. And let's see the inside of the mouths. I'm interested to see if they changed the gum color or anything. They're pretty similar. The tongues are the same color. Potentially there's a darker, like darker pink on these paint-wise. But the insides of the mouth, yeah, oh, I didn't even realize we're not on camera. Slightly more like hot pink, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's some differences besides just the coloration. Well, I guess that is the coloration, but I mean like in pattern and placement and stuff. So obviously this figure's really nicely in scale with the human figures, and I've got the vehicle over here, Ford Explorer, push Rexy back. Very beautiful proportions too, very long tail, looks nice. So there's the Ford Explorer, there's Grant, and then the trike is quite small, but there's the Triceratops, and the park vehicle. The Apparel looks pretty nice in scale as well, though the Hammond collection herbivores are quite small. They do look nice next to the Rex. We got the Velociraptor, the Gallimimus, and the Dilophosaurus. There we go. So there's the Hammond collection Jurassic Park lineup with what we have from that movie so far, and it looks so nice together. These figures are really detailed, really posable, really fantastic for photography and like collector shelves and stuff. I was hoping to get multiple of the raptor to do the visitor center scene, but I'll just take this one. It fits pretty well inside the Rex's mouth, but it can't really hold on because it has those settings in the jaw where it can only open and close a certain amount, so you can't really clamp it down on the raptor, so you kind of gotta just wedge it in there. Yeah, it fits pretty well. Let's put you back. So yeah, definitely worth the purchase before it goes out of stock. So if anyone's still waiting on getting it, now would probably be the time to do so. But we probably will be getting the rest of the Rexes in Hammond collection, I'd assume, like from the third movie and the Lost World. But yeah, no, definitely well worth it. One of the best Mattel Rexes out there. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and be sure to check out my channel to see more reviews like this, and subscribe if you haven't, because I release videos like every week, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.